So let's just go from here. Okay, I'm going to pretend, okay, that I am a drug lord, and I've just finished making $1 million worth of methamphetamines. Okay, and I've just got my cash bundle here, and I come to you as an accountant with $1 million in cash. All right.
Mm-hmm.
What can you do for me?
Nothing.
Why?
Because it's an illegal act. As an accountant, I can't help you.
Okay, so if you were a less above board kind of guy, what could you do with it? How would you do it?
Well, one of the things that you do is you keep it in the form of cash.
Okay.
And one of the things we have done with a low inflation environment is we've made it much more attractive for the criminal element to keep cash.
Okay.
If you can't make interest on your money, because you can't put it in the bank to earn some interest income, then you are forced to keep it cash. If you have 10-15% inflation a year, if you can't put that money to work in the legitimate economy to earn legitimate income, you have a problem.
Right, because in 10 years...
Exactly. So what happens is it stays in the form of cash. Now, how does this get used?
Right.
Well, one of the big areas that you can use cash in the underground economy is, of course, in housing. And it's really quite a neat process for laundering.
How do you do that?
Well, let's take a look at it.
Okay.
You want to build a house, you got a lot of cash.
Right.
And you go out there and you buy all
By
the
the way,
services.
this is not a primer for how you guys are going to
Launder
your
money.
Okay, forget
It's
it.
telling you how they've been doing it.
Yes, in the fact of
And I do write about the underground economy and tax evasion.
Right, and by the way, if you do that, okay, and you do take your $1 million and put it into a house, and you do make the mistake of telling me, I am going to rat you out and you make $800 on that special Crime Stoppers thing, because you can make $800 to rat somebody out. Yeah.
Well, there's other stuff coming. They're in the international side.
Oh yeah, there's a really interesting thing now. If you are really, really rich, like say you had that $1 million and you put it into a Swiss bank account, well not Swiss or offshore someplace.
Well, that's another myth that we'll get into. We're going to get into later into the issue of going underground.
So
But let's give you an example of where the individual and has got a lot of cash. So they're going to build a new home. And when they're building the new home, what they do is they pay for all their suppliers and purchasers and all that kind of stuff with cash.
Okay.
Because the reality is if you go to the Home Depot or whatever, you pay cash for your various building supplies. Home Depot doesn't care.
True.
So they're not going to rat you out.
Yeah.
So you buy your lumber there, you go to the brick company, you buy bricks from the brick company, cash. You buy your trades, cash. So as a result, you can go through the cash that you have.